Yo, 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 what is up, man? It's your boy, Damn D, POV, and we are back. The marathon continues. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. But when he said the marathon continues, boy, it's about to continue on Tommy Sotomayor, Tommy Motorcycle, Tommy Soda Pop, Tommy the Tomato Man. Woo! Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
I'm just saying.
Are you not entertained?
This is entertainment at its finest right here. And if
why you are here?
this is why you're here, right? So if you enjoy what you see, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, man. Y'all been subscribing like crazy. We are on our way to 28K. Can we get 28K before this weekend, man? So if we can hit 28K before this weekend, man, that would be great. That would be amazing. Your boy been putting in work. Man, I done dropped about 5-6 videos today. And I think this might be my last one for today. And then we're gonna bring it back tomorrow. But a lot of people only heard bits and pieces of this podcast. Now, a subscriber hit me up and he gave me the link to the full conversation, so we can get the full context of what happened, what went wrong, who was wrong or who was right, because we all seen like just a minute before the chaos started. So I'm gonna play the whole shebang. It started off peaceful, and then it just went crazy. So let's play this and let's analyze it. All right. So this is the full audio. This is the full audio of exactly what happened, so we can fully get the context. All right, get it.
I actually got a question for you, Tommy, and I'm really not trying to offend you.
And you hear that Chay starts off very polite. I want to ask a conversation, and I'm not trying to offend you. Very polite.
It's just, I'm like, where's
It's
Waldo?
because you.
I actually got a question for you, Tommy, and I'm really not trying to offend you.
If you start off saying that, you are.
I hope that you really don't feel no type of way.
And she's being nice, but she just want to get some stuff off her chest. She's obviously been drinking, and when you drinking, you got that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I just want to get something off my chest. So
I don't feel like that's what I was trying to tell her. Like, I was going to say that was going to be my closing. Anybody that knows me knows I like a conversation.
Oh, fair use. Hold on. Before we start this video, fair use. YouTube, fair use.
For the sake of the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the conversation, I'm like, I was in debate club. When you get through with it, you shake hands. When you get through playing basketball, you don't get mad because you won or you lost. It's a part of the competition.
Okay.
We are
you about to
supposed
get
to be
mad.
here to entertain, enlighten, and educate a little bit.
Okay.
And so when I was talking to her, I was just trying, and the same with you or anybody else, I challenged them.
Yeah.
You should want to be challenged if you're having a discussion. Why is it that we can only talk to people who agree with us?
Yeah.
It sounds peaceful, right? It sounds peaceful. Wait till they start taking some more sips.
Facts.
That's what's
shouldn't
making
be.
America
So
like
can I ask
soft.
that question?
That was the question.
No, it wasn't. So I don't know if you seen. I unfollowed you.
Oh shit!
All right, there we go.
You want to refollow me?
I will, but only if it's convenient for me to follow you. So can you turn that shit off?
No, they can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so
They can hear
I
you.
unfollowed you because every time I go on my Instagram, I see you downplaying black women.
Okay, so she's saying that, I don't like the way that you portray black women, which a lot of people, feel like he portrays bad women. He portrays black women in a bad light. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but she's being very polite, very courteous. She just gotta get it off her chest.
As in to the point where I don't see no other race, but you always posting something about a black woman did this or what they're doing. And I'm like, nigga, you black yourself. What are you doing? So I got tired of seeing it. And I want to just say the one that got to me, the one that made me unfollow you, was the one that It was the one with the lady that had the wig or something like that. And I guess you know which one I'm talking about.
I don't, because I talk about ladies in wigs a lot. So I was like, what?
Exactly, and they're all black.
It's very peaceful. You know, they just having a conversation. It hasn't got spicy yet.
So it's just like I was cool, you know, I was really cool, everything, but
what was it on there that bothered you? What was it about that post?
It was specifically you were saying something about I guess she was playing you or something. Somebody that reported your page. I don't really know. I followed you about a week ago, so I really don't remember. It was around my dad's death, but I didn't want to see it on my TL because I'm like, damn, Tommy, like I thought you was better than that.
Better than what? Well, okay. I explain it to people like this. One, I don't understand why black women get to tell a black man because you're black, you can't talk about this group.
You can't.
Well, hold on. If you go to ESPN, you're going to get sports. You're not going to get politics, you're going to get sports. So when people come to me, they're going to hear me talk about what I think is the problem.
Okay.
I think we have a lot of issues, and I think they are starting with the idea of our women. So I will speak on that. Now, you can go to another guy and hear him young Pharaoh tell you about how black women are God and then cheat on y'all and beat you. You can go hear that if you want. But I think it's odd that you're willing to listen to somebody tell you how great you are and you kings and queens and how you're the most beautiful thing on the earth, but you're not listening to somebody say the other side. It's the same thing I was saying on the discussion. Why not hear more than one side? So
okay, this is a nice conversation right here. So I'm hearing this for the first time as well. I'm hearing this for the first time, and it seems peaceful.
you can go to somebody else and hear them tell you all the things that make you feel good. But if you come to me, I'm going to tell you the opposite, because why do you need to hear that? And the last thing is, I grew up in a family, and most of us grew up around black folks. If you grew up with a black mom, a black grandmama, or a black aunt, it's funny how we listen to those who supposedly love us, talk to us and say, sit your black ass down, don't do this, slap you when you get... You can listen to your mama who had you talk to that way, but not a guy who you don't know, who you could simply unfollow. That lets me know a lot of people are soft. I can follow someone and I will argue, not you're black, so you can't talk about blacks. I'll say, does what you say have merit? I don't care if a white person's talking about blacks. Because here's what's funny. You don't want a black man to talk about black women. But if
everybody that's sitting around this table looks so uncomfortable, especially the white people. Well, I'm not going to say the white people. The non-black people look so uncomfortable, and they're like, oh my God, like, are they really doing this right now? Like they look so uncomfortable right now.
a white woman did it, would you listen to that? Nope. You say she was racist. If anybody else did, so who can talk about it?
So my problem, I ain't gonna say problem. My whole debate is why only target black? Like, I'm pretty sure white people get on you too. Dominican people get on you too. Why you don't say something about them?
When I say
come
white
on
women,
now, I know every race get on your ass. You're Tommy.
When I say white women got flat, I did a whole song about white women and they flat ass.
We ain't talking about no songs. We talking about your post.
Maybe
when I say something about white people, they eat it.
Yeah, because he's black.
They eat it. I can get up in the front of a comedy set, and I've done it several times, made fun of the white people in the audience. They eat it. They're not sitting around wearing their emotions on their shoulders, and white men don't go around talking about some call me king because we created the earth. There's only one group of people who keep giving themselves false praise. You want to get mad that somebody's talking about somebody wearing a wig.
But we should have every right to feel that we
can, and I have every right to say what I... But listen what you just said. I don't go to other
you should know
stuff.
Our background.
No, but... Yes, so if I would speak on it,
so we should have every right to feel that way.
I speak on it because I know the background. So if you can go on your stuff and talk about how great you are, and I don't go on there and tell you can't, why would you follow me, see what I say, then come tell me what I can't say when you said you can say what you want?
That's true, though.
I always say this. Black women love to say how strong they are. If you're really strong, other people's opinion shouldn't bother you that much.
It don't bother you.
See, one thing that is crazy about people, it's like if you express something they say that you're bothered. That doesn't mean that you're bothered. Just because you express how you feel at the moment on whatever topic that is being talked about, it doesn't mean that you're bothered. It means like, okay, I really don't understand where you're coming from. So let me try to understand, but this is where I disagree. Why do people always want to point out when you rebuttal or if you make a comment about something? Oh, you bothered. Okay, if you're bothered, what's wrong with that? Aren't we all humans? Like I don't understand when people like you get emotional, you get bothered. Yeah, I'm a human being. That's what human beings do. We get bothered, we get upset, we get happy, it's a human trait. It's like people want us to be robots. And if you voice your opinion about something, you're bothered. Like that's a bad thing. If you're bothered, okay, like, yeah, I'm bothered. So I want to try to understand. I don't see why people always like dwell on that.
You're the most
But why would you want to talk
unbothered
about
people
your
on
own
earth.
race?
They're not, listen, see what you're saying? Why would you want to talk about your own race? But if I sit there and said how great they were, you wouldn't say, why would you want to talk about your own
Exactly,
race? So all I can do is big up a group of people?
I wouldn't.
So all I can do is big up a group of people? You got to go to somebody else. Go to another dude who talk and big you up. I won't, because it's not my job. You live in America, but you can talk bad about America. They don't kick you out.
He said,
Just miss the logic. Completely miss the logic.
Shay, what he's saying is that no one is above criticism.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of where the criticism comes from, if it's a valid critique, a fact is a fact that does not change based on who's necessarily said.
They never argue what I say. It's just I'm black and I can't say it, which is a childish argument.
You can say
a
whatever.
midget can't talk about midgets because he's small.
That's not a valid point. That's not a valid point at all. The demeanor that you talk about black people is what black people have a problem with because you're black. It's like you only highlight the flaws. Like white people don't have flaws. Like Asian people. Every culture, every race has flaws in their group. Nobody's perfect. So it's kind of odd when we see one of us only speak down on what we do and never praise us. So that's the thing. Is that people that have a problem with Tommy, it's like, dang, that's all you do is just downgrade, disrespect. Everything is trying to belittle the black race. Now I could see if there was some balance, right? If Tommy would praise black people as much as he hates black people, I think there would be a medium, right? I think people will be more understanding because not only does he point out the bad, but he also point out the good. You know what I'm saying? But when you consistently hear someone bash their own race and that's the only thing they do, it's like, bro, you all right, man? Like something wrong with you? You know?
A fat girl can't talk about fat girls because she's fat.
That's a good comparison.
It gets silly. And like I said, when I brought up they're American, they were born in America, but sat right here and dissed the American government and said, all they do is lie. So you can but you're American.
Okay. And my point is, why every time I get on Instagram, you're the only person that's saying the same thing about black women, though? Like, you're the only one. Like, they people say what they say about Fresh and Fit, but I don't see it every day on them. Every time I go on my Instagram, you're just specifically only targeting black women. And I didn't like that because I'm like, damn, it ain't that deep. You don't got to go that hard. So what, somebody says something about you, that don't mean you got to do a whole post about a black person. I'm pretty sure white people, Dominican people,
Got a post about a white
Portuguese
girl right
people,
there.
everything say about you.
Is he diminishing them or perfecting them? There's
He
a
literally
difference.
tagging the people.
If you
Whoever said that.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I ain't gonna say you're tagging,
See,
but
that's
you're
what I'm saying.
putting
Now
their
you're just gonna
picture.
keep saying
You're putting
things.
their picture on there.
So you get. I'm looking at my. I'm looking at my Instagram right now.
And I
my
don't follow.
own Instagram.
I
Do you
dead
have-
ass don't follow.
Do you
I
have
don't
white
follow, but I'm
women
looking at my Instagram
The
right
only
now
way
and
that I
scrolling my
felt some
Instagram.
way is because it's
Because
like
you
it's
saw what you
no
wanted
other
to see.
race you go so hard on but your own kind.
Because he cares.
Listen,
If he cared, he
If
wouldn't.
Because he cares. So if you only talk bad about someone, that means you care. I don't know if y'all heard that dude in the background, but he said because he cares. What? So the only way you can show that you care about someone or care about your race is when you only talk about the negatives. That don't sound like caring to me. Caring is when you balance it out. You talk about the good and you point out the negatives. All right.
Go so hard.
you don't
on
tell
it.
me how to do what I do. I got my psychology degree. You didn't. So if
Okay,
you wanna
but I
I've
did
helped
study
more
psychology,
I've
so I
helped
know
more
the
people than
difference.
you. I've had more people say I've
Of
changed
course,
their
Okay. Now, if you pay attention, Tommy is in his feelings, right? His whole demeanor is changing now. She is still calm, cool, and collective. She is honestly still calm, cool, and collective. But you can hear it in Tommy's voice that he's starting to get annoyed, or he's starting to get in his feelings, or he's being bothered, right? You can tell that he's being bothered right now. She's still talking calm, cool, and collective.
I got my psychology degree. You didn't. So if
Okay,
you wanna
but I
I've
did
helped
study
more
psychology,
I've
so I
helped
know
more
the
people
difference.
than you. I've had more people say I've
Of
changed
course,
their life and
you're
saved
30
their
something.
life.
I'm only
No,
25,
actually
but I'm very
40-something,
smart
but I
and
did it
wise
with-
for my age.
The point is, do it your way. Don't tell me not to do it mine.
Of course. But I'm letting you know.
But I didn't
you
care.
can go
but
a whole
I
different
don't
way
care.
about it.
But I don't care. You do it. If you
Obviously.
know how to build a house better than me, you build it. Don't tell me to do it.
Okay, but I'm just
Damn.
letting you know. If I'm only
But
time
there's
that
no
I see, if
reason
I'm
to.
going on my
I
Instagram,
don't care.
that's exactly
I
why
don't
I
care who
unfollowed
follows
you,
me.
because
I don't care,
I don't
though.
see nothing else but black
But
people
I
that you
don't
post on
care.
your page.
So
you don't
Jesus.
talk about no
I
other
don't
race.
care. Anybody that
And
wants to
that's
unfollow me,
perfectly
unfollow me now.
fine.
I will say
do
this.
think-
Okay, so they going back and forth. Now, I want to see where the first disrespect comment comes in, right? Right now, it's not really disrespect. They just having a back and forth argument. I want to see who was the first person to disrespect the person, like call them out of their name, saying that you stupid, something like that.
And I follow my
Perfectly
bank
fine.
account. I'm still rich, so I don't care
It
what
don't
people
matter.
don't follow.
Money don't make nobody.
No, apparently it does if you do the shit you saying you do for it.
Money don't make nobody.
You gonna sit there and talk bad about the thing that you talked up. Jesus, why wouldn't someone listen to you when you say, I understand you?
His voice is elevating. He's the one that is like turning up, right? She is still calm, cool, collective. He's the one that is getting in his feelings right now.
You don't like watching it. Don't watch it.
That's why
I don't like gay
unfollow,
porn.
nigga.
I don't go around
I
looking for it.
unfollow. I unfollowed
And
you
I
2
don't
weeks
care.
ago.
Okay, that's
I
just
don't
bad
care.
there.
Jesus
Y'all
Christ.
about to have
2
a
weeks ago.
I don't give a fuck. I don't
Okay.
follow
Obviously,
you
you
either.
do.
No, don't. You brought it up.
Obviously, you do,
brought
because
it up.
look at
I
how
don't
hard
give
you're
a
getting
fuck.
mad.
Dude, because you keep talking about it like I'm
course.
supposed to give a fuck. You unfollow.
Obviously, you
had to
care.
announce it.
You know I don't give a fuck.
You
though.
had to announce
you know,
it, sir.
Of course, I'm going to announce
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Because that was the question.
Fucking awesome.
You sound insane.
No, you sound insane.
You're bothered by what I post. I don't
And
give a
I
shit what you
unfollowed
post.
because I didn't want to see it
And
no
I
more.
don't give. Jesus Christ, she don't understand.
I
She posts what
understand
she wants, and I don't give a
100%.
shit.
All right. Let me just mediate real fast.
I understand. Trust
This
me.
is
I
insane.
understand.
Shay. Simply
I
put,
understand.
I will tell you this
I do.
because I still follow him on Instagram. He makes fun of everybody.
No, he don't.
He does. He does.
don't.
He just
Now,
pulled up a couple of posts.
yeah, like so whether he, I mean, I guess you can try to make an argument that he disproportionately insults black women more, makes jokes on them more, but he makes fun of everyone. And this is kind of
Twitter like 50 Cent.
the issue, like if you don't like content, just don't watch it, and that's it. You know what I mean? You
And
don't
I
have to like
unfollowed. That's why I don't watch it. But I just wanted to address him for it. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know he would be here tonight. I always wanted to question him that. He texts my phone
You
and
didn't
asks
even
me and check
accept
up
the
on
answer.
me just to make sure that I'm good, and I respect that. But I don't reply because I simply don't respect him more because it's just the fact that what he posts on the gram, and it's just like what you texting me for, and you do all this to try to play black women like they just always ignorant or don't fucking know shit. Like you can't do
Because
that.
he cares.
Period.
Think about it. Listen to what he
If you
said.
care,
Check
you wouldn't
on to see if I was
downplay
okay,
it.
but
If you care, you wouldn't
He would ask you how
downplay
you
it.
feel.
He's trying to benefit in your image, though.
Can we just have this debate, please? Nobody else.
But
No,
you're not
no,
listening
no,
to me
no.
when I speak. You're telling me what I should be doing instead of asking me why I do it.
I asked you why.
And when I accept it, when I told
asked you why. That was my first
even
question.
now when I'm saying, when I say, I ask you why. And when I ask you why. And when I ask you why.
And I asked you why. Continue.
All right, so Shay, simply put, he makes his content. You might not like how he disproportionately
And
makes
I
fun of black
unfollow.
women, but yeah, you have the right to do that. I mean,
Facts.
yeah. So
Everybody does.
it's just a little
Yeah.
like it's
Boy, everybody's so uncomfortable right now. Everybody's so uncomfortable.
like you're. It's like if you don't like something, just don't watch it. You know
I
what mean?
don't. That's why I unfollowed 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
want to see it,
so-
but I didn't know he
Right.
would be here to ask him that question today.
Okay, yet not
You get
accept
what I'm
his answer.
saying?
She wanted clarity. All right, well,
That's
No,
it.
she doesn't.
I think that
She wants to be able to control the person because
I don't
when you
wanna
want
control
clarity,
it. I just
when
wanna know
someone-
why.
If I wanted
That's
to know
it.
why a girl didn't want to date me, if she says it, that's the answer. Not to argue with this girl as she states it. You don't
Tommy,
tell well what you should do. No,
Tommy,
you shouldn't.
Tommy
That
funny as
person is
fuck
saying-
though.
Tommy's
It's
cute.
really
Ask
funny
a
as fuck because like we
You
ain't gonna
get
even
an
get in
answer
that
to a
subject.
question.
You know what I would
What?
not
I know
even
what?
get it
You
into that
you got an
subject.
answer to a question. You ask why do I
Like,
post what
would
I
get
post?
into
You
the
got an
subject
too.
so
answer.
bad, but I'm
OnlyFans.
trying not to.
This is the most
Like,
ridiculous
let's be
shit in
honest.
the world.
He talk about so many black people on his platform, but this nigga was trying to fuck a bad bitch like me. Like, stop playing. Like,
Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna keep it honest. This is where it turns. All right, when she tried to expose him of trying to have sex with her. So, let's be honest. Okay, before that comment that she said, it was just back and forth, yada yada bing. But now she's okay, so I understand why she said that comment, because she's like, if you downgrading black women so much, why were you trying to have sex with me? I can understand why she said that, but when he heard that party triggered him off, like, oh, she trying to expose me. Oh, I'm not gonna let this girl expose me. So let me one up her, right? That's what I'm thinking that he was thinking. Like, oh, yo, she just told everybody that I'm trying to have sex with her. Oh, nah, I can't have that. So let me try to one up her, right? But this is the part where everything turned left. When, be honest, I'm gonna call it straight down the middle. When she said you were trying to have sex with me, is when everything changed. But like I said, I understand why she said that, because in her mind, in her head, she's like, I see you talking about black women so much. So why do you want to have sex with us when it seems like when you are portraying like you don't even like us? So that's why I think she said that. But let's be honest, that triggered Tommy. That moment right there triggered Tommy, and this is when everything exploded.
Do you hear this shit?
He flew me to him
And your friend.
and my friend.
And
so what
fuck
you're
your
saying?
friend. Why the hell are
And
you
you
sitting
didn't
here
fuck
doing
me.
this?
And you didn't fuck
But why are
me.
you doing this?
Because
What
you
she
knew
saying?
niggas was trying to
Yo,
act.
I'm telling you,
Like,
no,
niggas
no.
was trying to act right now in front of a camera.
How am I, hold on.
Let's be
How am I
honest.
trying to act?
Okay, so I'm gonna be 100% honest, right? I don't think this conversation would have turned left if she didn't try to bring up personal situations. I'm not defending nobody. Trust me, I don't like Tommy at all. Trust me, I'm not here trying to defend Tommy, but I'm gonna call a spade, all right? I think everything changed when she brought up personal information, what happened between them. So Tommy's probably thinking, yo, she trying to expose me. I'ma one up her. But that being said, that still does not give Tommy the right to do what he did. Even though she's trying to, put him on blast, that still don't give Tommy the right to start calling the bees, start doing all this extra stuff, right? So, in all honesty, like I said, I'm not here trying to defend Tommy. Trust me, I'm not trying to defend this nigga at all. But I gotta call a spade a spade. This is the moment when things got spicy.
Nigga,
How am I trying to act?
We need the race.
How am I trying to act?
Let's be
How am I
honest,
trying to act?
Jay.
This is why black bitches get kicked out of clubs.
See, now he called her a B. Now he called her out her name. Now he about to start saying the B word, and then it's about to explode.
Clubs and shit.
I don't give a fuck because it's the truth.
You're acting
It's the truth.
stupid.
I'm not acting stupid.
Now we calling names. See, all right. When she tried to put him on blast about trying to have sex with her, he ends up calling her B. Now she's stupid. Now they about to go back and forth with the name calling, and then
You are.
I'm not.
You were trying to fuck
Why
me.
you getting so
This is
mad?
stupid. Because you're being dumb. You're being ignorant.
I'm not being ignorant. It's the truth.
Bitch, you flew to my house. You said you wanted to fuck.
Exactly.
This is stupid.
I didn't put
tell
up the
people you
fucking
said it.
messages where I said I
This
wanted
is
to
stuff
fuck.
you literally did.
No, I did
Was
not.
the pussy good?
You
Yo, this
told
is
me
stupid.
that we were going
This
on a
is
podcast for your
Yo,
show
this
on
is
OnlyFans.
ignorant. This is fucking dumb.
I got all the
This
receipts
bitch
in
wants
my
somebody to
phone.
know somebody
I can
tried to
dead
fuck
ass
her
pull
'cause
that
I'm
shit
worth the
out.
fuck and she's a porta potty.
No, I'm not a porty potty. Tell me what nigga shitted on me.
Bitch, shut up.
Tell me what
Jesus
nigga
Christ.
should know, cause it's
You
the
want
truth.
people to know. You
You're
are
mad.
wanting to let somebody know I tried to
This
fuck
nigga
you. This is
mad
stupid.
because
Because why?
now she's starting to get up. Now she's starting to get up and point fingers and stuff. And
Because why?
and I didn't fuck him on OnlyFans. I didn't want to fuck him.
Is your weave that tight today, man? Is the glue fucking with you?
Niggas pay me. Do you hear me?
This bitch
I
is
didn't
drunk
need
and
this
acting
bitch. I'm not
stupid.
drunk. I'm dead ass not drunk.
You dead ass drunk and
I'm not
stupid.
drunk. I promise to God.
That
I'm
weave
not
too
drunk.
tight and you need a different kind of glue.
God knows I'm not drunk right
Chris,
now. God
Dumb
knows.
son of a bitch. This up here just being
you're
ignorant for
dumb.
no reason.
No. He not finna try to play me on
Who's
the
playing you, stupid bitch?
No, bitch, you fucking stupid.
Nobody's playing your cat suit there.
Get off me.
I'm the wrong nigga. I'm the wrong nigga. I'm the wrong nigga.
all right, so I'm gonna give my fair assessment. Now that I heard the full audio, I felt like both parties was at fault, right? I felt like it was like a tick for tack match. It was like a tennis match, right? They just hitting the ball back and forth, see who can insult the person better than the other person. So what I analyzed from that, and I'm gonna be 100% honest, what I analyzed it is everything shifted when she dished out personal information. And once Tommy felt like, oh, she trying to expose me, I'm about to expose her and I'm about to make her look dumb. But you can see Tommy was heated. He didn't know how to control himself. Everybody's drinking. She's drinking. He's drinking. That still doesn't excuse Tommy's behavior. And Tommy's behavior is what escalated to the physical altercation, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I feel like Tommy his words triggered harder because he called her a B word several times. And that B word is very powerful when you're talking to a black woman. And he didn't say that just once, twice, 3 times. I think he said about 4, 5, 6 times. And this is what I think. This is my opinion. If she would have never took it personal, and if he would have never called her out of her name as far as the B word, I don't think this ever would have happened. I think they both at fault. She had a little bit to do with it, and he had a little bit to do with it. At one point, they both could not control their emotions. She had no right to put her hands on him, because as a woman, you should never put your hands on a man. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call it what it is. A woman should never put their hands on a man unless she's trying to defend herself. But in all honesty, Tommy calling her a B is what provoked her to act that way. So that's why I said it's a ping pong match. It's a tennis match. They both are hitting the ball. They both trying to go low blow. They both trying to see how they can up one. But once Tommy said the B word a couple of times and put a little bit more in that B word, not just a regular B, but a BB, you know? After he said the B word a few more times and really put some in it, that triggered the young lady, and then everything broke out. So that's my analogy. That's what I got out of this. In all honesty, to be 100% honest, in my opinion, trust me, I'm not here to defend anybody. All right, I'm definitely not trying to defend Tommy at all. But just because I don't like Tommy, that doesn't mean I can just overlook the facts, in my opinion, right? These are just facts in my opinion. So me not liking Tommy, I'm not that person that would just be like, oh, fuck Tommy, he's just a whole ass nigga. She was at fault for bringing up the personal information. Tommy was at fault for raising his voice, not knowing how to talk to a woman, because that's not how you talk to a woman. If you see a woman is getting aggravated, you calm down and you let her talk and you let her be a woman, or you just leave. Because arguing with a woman is not going to end well anyway, because a woman is very emotional. So a man should know when to back down. But that ego of a man can get the best of it. So I think that ego took over. Tommy does what Tommy does. He gets into the B word match. That B word, which I feel like should not have been said. Tommy should never call that young lady a B word. Shouldn't have called her stupid. Shouldn't have called her ignorant. He was the one that was calling her names. I don't think that she called her. I don't think that she called him any names. He was the one that was calling her names. So they was both their fault. But still, in all honesty, Tommy could have controlled this more. I feel like Tommy, as a man, should have settled this down. But Tommy being Tommy, he's not gonna settle down, and he's just gonna turn up even more. But as a man, you should know when it's time to. All right, girl, whatever. I'm just gonna let you talk. I'm just gonna let you talk. I'm gonna be quiet, and all right, I'm about to go. That's what men need to learn how to do. So, in my opinion, they both wrong. But I'm gonna lean more towards Tommy, because you don't need to be calling no female no B word. And when you do call a woman a B word, more than likely, if you call a black woman 2 or 3 B words, be prepared for something to be thrown at you, or some fists. Something's gonna be thrown at you. Either a fist, a table, a chair, food, plate, coke. Something's gonna happen when you call a black woman a B word multiple times. So in all honesty, I think if Tommy didn't say the B word, it wouldn't have escalated. That's my opinion. I'm done. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Make sure if y'all new to the channel, y'all hit that subscribe button. Woo! What a day. What a day. It's your boy, Damn D, POV. Signing out.